Almost end of the year na. Matatapos na yung 2023. Ready na ba tayo? Ay, 2022 pala. Ayan, advance tuloy ako. Ready na ba tayo? Para po doon sa mga nag-aabang, itong ating broadcast tonight, hindi lang ito para sa mga business owners, para sa mga go-getters natin dito sa audience, pwede rin itong gamitin ng mga low carbers natin. Kahit sino po na merong pangarap, merong mga goals na gustong abutin, this can help you. So listen up. Ito po si Dr. Iris. Ang ginagawa natin sa plataforma natin, maraming mga pagle-level up, iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay. Ano po, mahirap mag-level up ng isang aspeto lang tapos papabayaan mo yung iba. Hindi po yun holistic. Kaya dito pinag-uusapan din natin, hello nga po pala sa mga bago nating followers, ang dami ninyo. So kung kayo ay medyo nalilito, ano ba itong ginagawa natin dito tonight, hindi tayo maglo-low carb fasting. Ginagawa natin kadalasan mga Q&A ng sa low carb fasting, so physical wellness. Pero ngayong gabi, level up ang kabuhayan tayo. So yung mga magtatanong po ng low carb fasting next time po, ngayon ang mga magtatanong ay yung mga interesado, paano ba aabutin yung mga pangarap in 2023? And very excited ako, nakikita nyo dyan sa picture, yung mga co-founders ko. So lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo po, yung iisa lang yung produkto ko, hindi po yung mga nakikita ninyo. So ingat sa mga fake na ads o mga fake pages, tapos yung mga ads na nirarun nila. Isa lang yung produktong ine-endorse ko po, ito po yung The Conversion Engine. Yung karamihan sa inyo nagtatanong, ano po yan, Doc? Ito po yung platapormang tutulong sa inyo para magkaroon ng mas maraming customers, para ilagay ang negosyo nyo sa internet. So kami po ay isang software as service. And ito nga, ang dami-dami na po naming tinutulungan mga kababayan natin. Very, very exciting. Hindi nyo lang alam kasi hindi ninyo nakikita in public, but lagi kaming may mga ganito, ayan, mga Zoom meets ng mga business owners, mga live face-to-face po yan. And kasama ko nga ngayong gabi ang co-founder ko sa negosyo na ito. Welcome po sa plataforma natin. Naging guest ko na rin siya dati. She's really worth following. Nakita na siguro po ninyo yung banner, So kasama ko po ngayon, none other than very accomplished na Filipino na currently po ay, ayan, isang best-selling author. Siya ang isa sa mga foremost leaders ng neuro-linguistic programming. So she's an NLP expert. And very, very proud kami sa kanya. Valerie Fisher. Hi, Val.
Hello! Good evening from Manila, good morning sa Canada, at probably good evening ba sa Middle East o good afternoon. So, iba't ibang parte ng mundo ang natin ngayon, ang makakausap natin today. And like what Dr. Iris said, today we will talk about how to manifest. Kung naniniwala kayo sa konsepto ng manifestation, how to manifest your goals, your business goals, kung business man yan o kaya kung pang-personal man yan, for 2023.
Oo, very exciting. Val, parang ganun lang, it's upon us na naman yung end of the year. Siyempre, gusto natin silang tulungan lahat, yun nga, hindi lang po kasi enough na isang bahagi lang ng buhay natin yung pinagtutuunan natin ng pansin. Maganda yung base, maganda siyang base, pero marami pa tayong iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay natin. And sa totoo lang talaga, mahirap gumalaw sa panahon ngayon nang hindi ka secure din, syempre, financially. And ito nga yung tinutulong talaga ng plataforma natin, Val, right? Yung magkaroon ng security yung mga kababayan natin na pwede naman palang gamitin ang teknolohiya. We can use technology to really improve our lifestyle, to improve yung buhay ng mga mahal natin sa buhay, hindi lang sa atin, right? So this is why we push for entrepreneurship. And as we are here, dami-dami pong mga programa namin tumatakbo on the background. So yung mga interesado po, make sure to give you the follow kay Coach Val, yung ating negosyo tips dyan, and also yung aming software, the Conversion Engine. So Coach Val, ito na nga, paraan para maabot ang mga pangarap. So she has been very generous at the time, kahit busy-busy po siya. So Coach Val, hindi ka pa kilala ng mga ibang tao. So if you can please give a bit of a background muna, paano ka napunta sa ganitong larangan? Paano ka naging online entrepreneur? Just so they know before we dive in dito sa ating pag-uusapan about goals.
Yes. So, my first business actually started in 2018. So, bago pa nagkaroon ng pandemic, I was actually with the corporate industry for corporate life for 18 years until 2018 when I decided, sabi ko, teka lang, magpapahinga muna ako. Total naman, ikakasal ako. So, magpe-prepare ako ng mga bagay-bagay para sa kasal ko po because it was a DIY wedding. And then a friend of mine, while we were having, breakfast, said, alam mo yung idea mo about your wedding, because I had a locally themed or pre-colonial themed wedding. Sabi niya, magandang idea yan na gawin nating online, gawing e-commerce concept. And that was my very first business. Yun yung unang-una kong negosyo in 2018. And karamihan siguro sa inyo, ganun yung naramdaman ko na parang, teka lang, corporate junkie ako. Ano itong pinapasok ko? Hindi ko alam kung anong pinapasok ko. So, I can still clearly remember my partner saying, "Huwag kang mag-alala because ka-partner mo naman ako." And she's a serial entrepreneur. And that's when I realized na kapag bago ka sa entrepreneurship, mahirap talaga yung mag-isa. You really need somebody who will guide you and sometimes hold your hand sa mga pagkakataon na hindi mo na alam, tama pa ba itong ginagawa ko? Bakit ko iniwan yung maalwan o maganda kong buhay sa corporate? So that was my very first, what you call this, entrepreneurship journey. Tapos, bumalik ako sa corporate, pero I lost my job during the pandemic, and that's when I started my second business, which is the training and coaching business naman. So it has really thrived from the time that I started it in April of 2020, and it has brought me here. And it has also brought me to the conversion engine. So because of my personal brand, my training and coaching business, yun naman ang nagdala sa akin dito. So technically, I actually have 3 businesses. Yung e-commerce, yung aking personal brand, and then this one, the SaaS company. So, yun ang aking story and why I think I can talk about entrepreneurship. Kasi iba't ibang klase na ng negosyo ang napasok ko. Actually, may isa pa kami, pero hindi pa siya inilo-launch. We are also trying to build a bed and breakfast. So bed and breakfast naman na pwede mong ipa-Airbnb, ganyan, or pwede siyang magkaroon ng sariling website. Wala pa yon, pero in the pipeline.
Ayan. So, iba't ibang industries na 'no? So, e-commerce. So, para sa inyo mga nandito na merong mga physical products, ayan po na-experience na 'yan ni Coach Val. Meron siyang ito nga, coaching. Ito nauuso 'to, Coach Val, dito sa ating mga low carb universe. A lot of people have already had amazing transformation, and so many of them would like to coach other people kasi they've already had proof of concept, not only in themselves but sometimes what's starting to happen is they start coaching other family members or friends and they see that it's replicable. So talagang pwede mo siyang gawin, ng proseso. So yan, nagawa mo rin yan. And then of course nga, itong ating software. So ano daw ba ito? So yun nga po, as we go along, we will share with you kung anong ginagawa natin dito. So thank you for that. And ang dami dito sa audience natin, iba't ibang lugar. So, Miss Tess from Singapore. Hi, ma'am. Kumusta po? From Kuwait, si Miss Hazel Agrisan. So, ang dami nating mga OFWs dito. So, maraming salamat for watching po sa mga nandito. Miss Antonetta, ako po may pangarap, right? Napakaganda. It's very important to identify agad-agad na, makakatulong ito sa akin. Kasi we're going to talk about paano natin gagawing totoo yung mga pangarap natin. Yung lagi lang po tayo nagdi-daydream, hindi po maganda yun. Wishful thinking lang yung kailangan natin gumawa ng tamang mga hakbang. So, yung mga nandito po, hello, Sir Samson, Delphine, Miss Holmes, Cindy, and sino pa ba ang nandito? Miss Flor, Lorbis, Miss Geraldine, Saniatan, Sir Nino. Thank you for welcoming me. Yes, good morning from Winnipeg, so Canada, Sir Gilbert. Kumusta po, sir? Miss Rose is also here from Japan. Miss Kenji, hello. So ayan po, dami nating mga kababayan anywhere, everywhere. Miss Antonetta again. Carolina from Taguig City. Ayan, from Abu Dhabi, Sir Jeffrey. watching your broadcast. God bless. God bless, sir. Si Miss Emily is also here. Miss Vicky. Ito, isa sa mga ating, good morning, Miss Maria Lourdes, isa sa ating mga associates. Business owner, Ma'am Shi Lulu in digital business. Alam niyo si Ma'am Shi Lulu, she is already retired po ano. So itong mga nanonood po ngayon dito, it's very good for you to know that this has no age limit. Wala pong age limit. I guess yung age limit niya yung legal age, 18 years old. But Ma'am Shi Lulu nagpatunay na even though you're retired, you can really start a career. You can start a new career in the digital world. So walang magsasabi na hanggang dito lang yung edad mo, no, as long as you're willing to learn. So she's one of our business associates, and you can ask her directly how she is making money in her retirement years from the comforts of her own home. So reach out po kayo sa kanya, follow niyo yung page niya rin. Miss Ren is also here. Miss Betchaida Magpayo is also here. Sending love, Facebook user. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Esperanza is also here. So hindi na po natin mabati lahat. Ang dami-dami nito. Thank you very much sa mga bumati. Babatiin natin later para marinig na natin yung gustong i-share sa atin ni Coach Val. So Coach Val, I believe you have some slides to share. So let's just put
Yes.
on. Yan.
Okay. Sige. So, this was actually inspired. So, if you follow me on social media, like what Dr. Iris said, follow me on social media. My handle is Valerie Fisher. So, you can find me there. And then it will link you to a Facebook group. Kasi last Monday, in my Facebook group, meron kasi akong every Monday na gini-guest. And in that guesting, last Monday, it was with a client who manifested something extraordinary in her life. So sabi niya, mula the time na nag one-on-one coaching kami until nung time na in-interview ko siya, she actually manifested two things. Number one is she manifested her financial goals. Siya po ay isang stay-at-home mom. So nung nagko-coaching kami, I asked them about their financial goals. And she said, how can I have financial goals? I don't even have a job because I'm a stay-at-home mom. But then I said, just do it, just have something like write down your financial goal. And she did. She gave 100,000. She said, okay, off the top of my head, 100,000. She wrote it down. And the day before our interview, she realized that she actually reached that goal. May sobra pang 1,000. May sobra pang 1,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
Fundraising. It wasn't for her, but she was fundraising for homeschooling. She was fundraising for Ukraine. She was fundraising. So really, she was able to reach the target of 100,000, even without any plan, even without actually doing something about that goal. So that's number one. Number two, she also manifested, because I told her this when we were coaching. I said, you know what? This is parang bagay for you. I said, why don't you write a book, you and your kids, about homeschooling or about something that the kids are passionate about? And that also manifested. Siguro, less than a year after we did our one-on-one coaching, her 8-year-old kid published a book on Amazon about environmental, like climate change. Okay? So sabi ko, when we were talking about what kind of topic should I, share with everybody, at ito fresh na fresh, at totoo siyang may resulta. Whether it is going to be for your personal life or for your business, katulad ng ginawa namin sa kanya with her financial goal, nagawa niya yon. Kasi pareho it's personal about the book, and it's also professional because she had financial goals. So whether you use it for personal or for professional, pwede ito. Okay? So manifesting your business goals using NLP. Ano ba yung neuro-linguistic programming? So for everybody who don't know me yet, neuro is the brain, our thoughts, and then yung thoughts natin, meron tayo dyan nilalagay na labels. What, for example, I tell you something, the word Canada. The word Canada will mean different things for us. May iba malamig, may iba maganda, may iba mahal ang tirahan dyan, may iba sasabihin, it's not a very good experience. For me, etc. So those are our labels, linguistic. And those are based on our programming. Depende sa kung ano yung experience natin, ano yung memories natin, what people told us about that word that we are describing. So yun yung NLP. It is one of the most excellent tools of internal and external communication. So yun yung NLP. You can learn more about it when you follow my page. Tapos, ano nga ba itong goal? In Tagalog kasi medyo mahirap kunin. Linguistic, hindi ba? So ang title kasi natin is Para-Paraan para maabot ang mga pangarap mo. But technically, when you relabel it in English, ang pangarap kasi is a dream. A dream is different from a goal. A goal is a desired result or possible outcome that a person envisions, plans. This is where the difference is. Commits to achieve. Because our dream, our pangarap in Tagalog, pinapangarap lang natin siya, but we don't actually create plans around those dreams. When you start creating plans around those dreams, around those desires, then that's when you can already call it a goal. A goal is not a goal if it doesn't have a plan. It's just a dream. Okay? So that's the difference of a dream and a goal. Bakit natin kailangan mag-set ng goals? Okay? Goals give you direction. It allows you to stay mentally and physically focused. So mentally, para sa mga negosyante, sabi ko nga, meron tayong isiniset na numbers, ganyan. Physically, pwedeng numbers din or a low-carb lifestyle. Focus on the road where you want to go. People who have goals are generally happier. Ano ba yon? Because when you set goals in your head, pag na-receive mo o pag na-achieve mo yung goal na yon, you become happier, you become proud of yourself because you set that goal, and when you achieve it, that's a win for you. So you celebrate. Okay? Goals also, this is what I realized. Okay, I think I'm cutting. medyo
No, okay naman.
bumubagal.
It's okay naman, Val. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right. So the thing that I realized about setting goals and about my own life is goals will give you, it's like a GPS system for your brain. Okay? A goal is like a GPS system for your brain. If may mga nag-aano ba dito? Waze o kaya Google Map? May mga nag-Waze o nag-Google Map. Pag nagda-drive ka, so pag nagda-drive, di ba? That is you going through life. Kung wala kang nakalagay sa nakupupunta, sa bahay, sa hotel, sa mall, kung wala kang nakalagay doon, paikot-ikot ka lang. Right? It will take you many different directions kasi wala kang direksyon. So it's like a GPS. That's your goal. It gives you a direction. In more technical terms, it gives you coordinates. Latitude, longitude. Saan ka pupunta? Kasi kung wala kang pupuntahan, bakit ka pang nagde-drive? Right? Why are you even driving if you do not have a destination? So that's how we go through life. This is how you can take control of your life. Some people will say, life happens to me. No. hindi yun nangyayari lang sa'yo. That is because hindi ka nagbibigay ng direksyon kung saan mo gustong dalhin ang buhay mo. Whether again it is a financial goal. Isusulat mo like what happened to Ali. Siya subconsciously, sabi nga niya, Val, I did not even remember that I wrote down that goal. She's not alone in this. I have another client, one-on-one coaching ko din ito. So, one whole year siya. March pa lang, January kami nag-start, March pa lang, she has already accomplished 80% of her goals. Ganon kasi, why was that? Because additional with that is she had me as accountability partner. That's also something that you can do. You have to have somebody who will tell you, wait, I thought you wanted to go to the mall. Why are you going to the palengke? That's a redirection. Mali yung pinupuntahan mo. So, kaya siya, March pa lang, na-achieve na niya yung mga goals niya. And this is something that gives me goosebumps until now. When we wrote down her goals in January, she had 2 pages. Okay? So, she had like a back page. And then, yung back page niya, hindi niya nakikita. Kasi I always ask her, let's refer back to your goals. So January, we wrote them down. February, we went back to them and said, okay, which of these goals have you already reached? March, we went back again. January, which of these goals have you already reached? And she will always refer to the first page. What she did not realize, and this happened in March also, towards the end of March, she made kwento April na lang. On her second page pala, nilagay niya doon, I want to crew for Tony Robbins. Okay, I want to crew for Tony Robbins as a virtual crew. And she forgot about it because she thought it was impossible. So she did not even, report back to me, okay, what happened to your goals? What happened to your goals? She didn't even do that because she thought it was impossible. But no, end of March, she actually went in, sent her application, and by the end of March, she got in. Because she had direction. Okay? She wrote it down and she did something about it. So that's why you set goals. And there's 2 types of goals. So there's short term and then there's long term. Again, I will refer back to driving. We said goals is like your GPS system. Another analogy is when you're driving, di ba sa gabi, meron kang yung low light at saka yung malayo na light, yung parang beam, yung nakakasilaw, nakakasilaw minsan sa kasalubong. Ganun din ang goals. So yung short-term goals, ito yung sa malapit lang. Okay, yung malapit, yung mga yan lang yung nakikita mo. Ang long-term goals naman, yan yung mas malayo ang naaabot mo. That is as far as you can see. Okay, so yun yung analogy nito. Short-term goals, 1, 2, 3 years. Long-term goals, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And both are important. Okay, both are important. Kasi pag nag-long-term goal ka, what are your short-term goals that will help you reach the long-term goals? The short-term goals are going to be helpful to lead you to your long-term. Parang sa pagdadriving din yan. Minsan nagpapalit ka, nagsiswitch ka ng diba? Nagsiswitch ka ng ilaw. Minsan malapit, minsan kapag talagang madilim na yung daan, kailangan mong tingnan. It's also the mindset. Pag minsan, iniisip mo, ayoko na, hindi ko na achieve yung mga short-term goals ko. It's so hard, it's so difficult. I can't do it. You switch to the light, and you look at the long-term goals, which is usually related to our families or related to our bigger dreams, and then you realize, wait, I want to reach that. I want to have my own house. I want to have my own business. I want to be retired by the age of 50. That's your long-term goal, for example. And you can actually realize, oo nga pala, kasi dun ka na nga ulit nakatingin. Napapaalala sa'yo na ito pala yung kailangan kong gawin. Hindi ako pwedeng mag-give up because that's my long-term goal. Okay? And then, so managing goals can give returns in all areas of personal and professional life. Like what I mentioned, whatever it is, the light, the GPS system, it can apply to your personal and professional life. Bakit? Ang mga tao, pagdating ng February, they stop their resolutions already. A resolution is different from a goal. Okay? A resolution is different from a goal. Why? Resolutions usually say, Hindi na ako iinom ng Coke. That's a resolution, right? Or hindi na ako magdi-date ng mga hindi mabubuting tao. Okay, that's a resolution. Resolutions usually start with a negative. Hindi mo nagagawin. Things that you will stop doing. And the subconscious mind does not respond to negative. Ang goal is, ano ngayon ang gagawin mo? Hindi yung hindi ka na iinom ng Coke. That's a resolution. But the goal is, I will drink more water. That's the goal. The resolution is, I will stop dating unkind people. For example, that's your resolution. Your goal is, I will be kind to myself first so that I can find people who will be kind to me. That's the goal. Okay? So that's what makes it different. Hindi siya resolution. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you now before the year even starts. Parang ano yan eh, how do you start your day? You don't start your day the moment you wake up. You start your day before you go to sleep. That's actually how you start your day. You start your day, bago ka pa man magising, nandyan na yung ano mo. For example lang, may alarm ka na. Okay? Minsan ako, when I want to meditate for the next morning, sa tabi ko, dun sa may parang bedside table, nandun na yung headphones. Naka-prepare na siya para aabutin ko na lang, tapos magme-meditate na ako in the morning. That's how I start my day. Okay? It's not on the day that you wake up. It's the night before. So it's the same with this. You don't start the year on January 1. You start the year prior to that. That is why we're talking about this today. Okay, so set smart goals. Very simple ito. Ito yung mga tinuturo sa mga training companies. If you are in the corporate world, this is what HR will tell you. Ano ibig sabihin ng SMART? It should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay? Yan yung ating SMART goals. Specific. Kailangan sabihin mo ilan, magkano. Like what Ali said. Ali said 100,000. That's specific. That's also measurable. You should know when you will have reached your goal. For example, I will have a better life. I want to have a better life. That's my goal. What is better? How do you measure better? How do you do that? Is it better because you have more money? And what is more money? Is it 10%, 20%, 30% of what you're earning now? In terms of profit, how much is the profit that you want? That's measurable. And it's achievable. For example, you say in your head, I want to 10x. Madaming nagsasabi nito, I want to 10x kasi nakikinig ng mga madaming gurus. Okay, that's fine and good. But can you achieve it? Because if you cannot achieve it, tatamaan naman ng mental health. Like what Dr. Iris said, it has to be holistic. So if you set goals that are too far out there, it will affect your self-esteem. So you also have to think about, is this achievable? I want to lose, I don't know how many pounds, but is that healthy? Achievable ba yun? Baka naman mamatay ka na kinabukasan kasi talagang, di ba, hindi achievable yung gusto mo. Is it relevant? Is it relevant to you? Meaning, why do you want this? For example, okay, I want to study. I want to go back to school. Is it relevant? Kailangan mo pa ba talagang mag-aral? Kung magtatayo ka ng negosyo. Or baka naman, okay, baka naman pwedeng sa susunod ka na, mag-aral ka muna, you take courses or you join a community because baka hindi naman talaga relevant. Because, it's not, the online world democratized education. Napakaraming pwedeng aralin all over, everywhere, YouTube, even TikTok, so many coaches, so many gurus. So you can start with that. That's why I'm asking, is it relevant? And you have to make it time bound. I want to make a better life. When? Like I said, it is a GPS system. When you set a location on your map, it tells you how long you will get there. Pag nagpe-prepare ka, for example, okay, I have a party, Christmas party, etc. And you know that here, I live in BGC, it's in Makati, for example, the party. I will allocate maybe an hour to get from here to Makati. And I will put that in the GPS. So if the GPS says 40 minutes, I will allocate an hour just to be safe, including parking. That's also how you set your goals. You have to set boundaries of time. Because if not, someday lang yan. Someday, someday, someday. Kailan nga yung day? When is that someday? You have to set a time frame for your goals. Okay, so that's what makes it SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And finally, okay, this is an internal process that we use. So this might sound technical, but I will explain it as much as I can in in layman's term. Association. It's an internal process. It's the process that we undergo when we set goals. Association. What does association mean? You associate yourself into your desired state or into your desired goal. Ang ibig sabihin ng association is you are being the person who has already achieved that goal. Kung nakakapanood kayo ng mga horror movies, for example, yung pumapasok yung kaluluwa ng tao dun sa body, you're associating that spirit into your body. You become that person who is already there. So you become the person who has started a business. You have become the person who has already lost 50 pounds. You have become a person who has started a second business. Yun yung association. Okay? Ikaw na yon. Example, you want to become a boss. Like, a CEO, for example, a lady boss. Maraming mga ganyan, mukhang boss lady, etc. But how are you dressed? How do you dress? Are you still are you still dressing up like you're working from home? When you meet your clients, do you still wear casual clothes? Are you the person who has already achieved that goal? If you want to lose 50 pounds, for example, that person who has lost 50 pounds, do you think they're still eating junk food at night? Do you think that the person who lost 50 pounds still drink soda like there's no tomorrow? No more, because you're that person. So first is you associate as that person, okay? So that you can feel it, you can be that person. The next one is you dissociate. You dissociate meaning you become the second person. Okay? You become the third person. You are looking at yourself from the outside. And you are looking at yourself identifying and observing what that person is doing. And identifying what it does to the people around. Ecology. Ecology is very important when we set goals. Okay? Association, what is important there is you have to relate to the goals. It has to feel emotional. If you're not emotional about that goal, for example, I want to lose 50 pounds, but the 50 pounds, who set that goal? Your husband, your mom, your sister, your brother. You are not emotionally attached to the goal, you cannot associate. You cannot see yourself, you cannot, place yourself in the person that has reached your goal. You have no emotional attachment. That's why you have to really be, it has to be your goal and not any other person's goal. In dissociation, what is important here is you will see what your goal will do to the people around you, the ecology. Okay, for example, I see myself running a half marathon. I see my parents cheering for me while I run the half marathon. I see my friends clapping for me because I just won an award in the entrepreneurship world. I saw my friends buying the products that I am offering. That is dissociation. You see, why do you need to dissociate yourself? So that you can see from the outside, observations. So that when you associate back again, okay, when you associate back again, you already have those observations when you put yourself back in that space. And then you future pace. What does future pacing mean? It testing and future pacing, it's like looking beyond. Okay, so it's already you. What do you need to do? What resources do you have? Do you need mentoring? What kind of role models do you need? What kind? Do you need coaching? Do you need more resources? Do you need more training? Do you need support? Do you need technology? Do you need more money? What do you have? What do you have and what you should have pa? So what should be added? Because sometimes in NLP we have what we call delete, distort, and generalize. Because we think that we still need this, I don't have this yet, or I'm not that yet, we delete the things that we have, or we delete the things or the people that are already supporting us. So let's include that in the equation. The people who are supporting us already, the resources we already have, and then what else do you need? If you don't have a mentor now, if you don't have a coach now, then do you need one in the future so that you can achieve the goal? So that is future pacing. That is the internal process that happens inside us, inside our brains and inside our body. I always get asked by many of my friends, how come you can manifest things so good? Parang feeling nila magic. Parang feeling talaga ng mga tao, magic sa akin ang mag-manifest. You know why? Because I really identify what I want, I write them down, and I take action. I don't stop at just writing them down. What do I need? Like what I said, I feel it, you know? This is so funny because when I first started Pinasadya, I said I was gonna give myself a year, and most of my friends knew that I was gonna do it with just a year. I said I'm just gonna try entrepreneurship for a year, and then I'm gonna go back to having a job. Lo and behold, 1 year after, I got a job. That's how I manifest, because I set a timetable. Like what I said, it's time bound, it's measurable. Of course, you will get, sidetracked every now and then, every once in a while. Like what happened to me. I mean, I didn't know I was gonna lose that job. Did anyone know there was gonna be COVID? We didn't know. But it did not stop me from pursuing and writing down new goals. The reason why we feel stuck, some people tell me, I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm just in this rut. I feel like I'm not growing anymore. I need the transformation. You know why you're stuck? Because you don't have new goals. Because you probably have already reached that point where you achieved your previous goals and you don't have the next goals in place yet. So you have to have new goals in place so that you do not feel stuck. Okay, so those are the things. So number one, we said manifesting has to take action. Okay? Number two, the types of goals, the long term and the short term. It's like the light in your car. And having goals is like a GPS system also in your car. We set the SMART goals, and this is the internal process. So that's actually how you manifest your dreams. You manifest your dreams, you manifest your goals, you write them down, you believe that it will happen, and then finally, you really have to take action on the things that you wrote down. So that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Ayan, that was so amazing. Ano po, marami dito sa audience, talagang they got a lot of pearls from that. I think isa sa mga pinakamagandang takeaway do'n, Coach Val, is that concept ng resolution. Kasi ito na po ano, we are at the end of the year, right? So, December, usually andiyan na yung mga tao, nafi-feel na nila, "Ano ba, nagdaan na naman yung isang taon. I wasn't able to do much. I wanted so many things in life, but nothing happened." So people start to set the resolution. But I think what you said was really powerful. You have to look at it not in the negative lens context, because the brain doesn't actually perceive that if you're looking at it from negative, right? Like comparing it to like a positive thing. That's what the brain really identifies with. So when you say, okay, so for example, for health purposes, if you say, I'm not going to drink Coke, then yeah, for sure, the brain will focus on the Coke. So then you keep thinking about the Coke, right? Because it can't really make sense of negative. However, if you focus on what is it that you actually want to do, and this is where the SMART goal setting comes in. When you do the SMART goals, you're focusing on what is it that you're going to do, what is it that you're going to accomplish, right? And you are laying it down in very, very specific terms. So for all of you who are entrepreneurs here who want to really like level up your business for this year, it has to be quite specific, the goals that you set. So follow the if you this is the first time you've heard about SMART goal setting, Coach Val, can you just flash that one more time? I encourage you to take a screenshot. If this is the first time you're hearing about SMART goal setting, then this is the time to really like go into each a part of it, like the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound, right? You have to start writing down. Many of our entrepreneurs that we coach in the business are able to make their goals come true by simply writing down. When you write down, what happens? You're using so many of your brain, not only your brain, but it's the coordination of your brain, your hands, your eyesight, your imagination, creativity, and it solidifies it more compared to something that's just something you've thought about, right? Like a pipe dream. So it's a very different thing when you start writing it down. You start recruiting a lot of nervous system real estate, right? A lot of the areas of your brain start working because you need that to work when you write, when you visualize, when you're actually thinking, when you're strategizing, compared to just dreaming it up, guys. So that's the huge difference. And I like what you said, Coach Val, about the commitment, right? That's the difference between just dreaming about it and really setting down goals, because you want to commit to taking action. The goals, the dream will not come true without taking action. So I love that very much. And I think a lot of our audience are agreeing with me. Meron po ditong mga audience tayo na business owners, may nakita ako dito. So ito, exciting po, yung mga katulad po ninyo ang tinutulungan namin. So let me pull that up kasi I think isa ito sa mga talagang matutulungan natin dito. And yung mga iba po sa inyo na nag-iisip na mag-coach, ayan, as Coach Val said, it's really important that you have guidance. So meron kanina na reach out dito to ask about how she can contact you. So ito po yung nagtanong. So you can visit yung pages ni Coach Val. So she has a Facebook page. She has yung ating eto yung aming mga pages din po. But reach out to her, send a message there in this page po. Kasi may nagtanong dito, let me find that lady. So ito po, take a screenshot or follow in your Facebook accounts po. Give me a moment. Saan na ba yun?
Is that
I'm trying to
Raja?
find,
Karma?
Yeah, I think, yeah, there was a lady who contacted, who said na kailangan niya ma-contact. So send a message lang po. And thank you, Miss Salve. How to send stars? Ilagay niyo lang po diyan sa ano, sa maybe if you're watching this from the main page, then yeah, doon po sa main page natin, ang daming babaguhin sa lifestyle, ayan. You can also apply this to your personal lives, by the way, right? If you are, like not really into business, but you'd like to apply this in your personal life, it's the same process. It's very much, what do you call that? Portable, right? You can start setting smart goals for your lifestyle changes. So, pwede po
Yes.
ito.
For example, if you're saying, okay, I want to start the low carb lifestyle next year, then who do you have to be for to be that person? Meaning, now pa lang, hindi ka, gagawin mo na. Hindi yung ini-imagine mo lang na gagawin mo pa lang. Kailangan gawin mo na ngayon, and you have to be that person who follows that lifestyle.
And ay, ang nakakatuwa diyan, Coach Val, ano, in our platform, so the conversion engine, we've come up with a few different programs. So para sa inyo who are already like really thinking about it and wala pa talaga kayong experience and you really need mentors, ito na po, parating yung mga programs natin. Actually, one of the programs is running already. So sa mga gustong humabol, ano, the Innerpreneur program is currently running. Para kanino yung Innerpreneur? That's for existing business owners. Pero ang exciting diyan, because I know a lot of you really want to start your entrepreneurship journey. We also have a startup, so newbie entrepreneur program. So how do you find yung programs namin? So just go doon sa Dr. Iris Negosyo Tips or doon po sa Level Up with Dr. Iris. You actually will see because most of them are familiar with this platform. So you go there and doon po sa negosyo section, just follow that and then choose the pathway you want to take. Kasi the programs are tailor-made for specific people. Depende sa stage ng journey. Ano? So kung gusto niyo newbie entrepreneur kayo, litong-lito, hindi nyo alam paano po magsisimula, then we are here to guide you. Kung naman kayo po ay datihan ng entrepreneur, gusto lang ninyo ilagay sa internet yung negosyo ninyo para mas lalong dumami ang customers, then you take the pathway nung existing business owner. And currently running na po ito, pwede pa kayong humabol. So this weekend, it's going to be Coach Val who will be teaching. So ang dami yung teachers po dyan, social media marketing, digital marketing, anong gagawin, branding. Ito po, si Miss V. Yeah, so sabi ni Miss V, hello, watching from Riyadh, owner ng Native Handicrafts Shop made in Philippines. Please help me more information how to improve my business, social media, starting my second business, gowns rental. Ayan po. So perfect, ma'am. The way to go is digitalization. There's really just no other way to go about it, right? Like competition, if you rely on foot traffic, so many things can change. It's hard to rely on what we call just foot traffic, yung bibisita lang dun sa pwesto mo. You really have to use the power of the internet para kahit yung mga malalayo, they will know about your business and you can really improve yung reach ng business mo. So maraming salamat po doon and yun nga, if you want to reach Coach Val, just reach out to her page doon sa mga gusto. Siguro ang iba sa inyo dito, by the way, ang hindi alam ng karamihan, Val, that you also coach sales professionals, ano? So, sino ba yung mga yan? So, Coach Val, kwento mo sa kanila yung mga kino-coach mo rin kasi I know that dito sa community ko maraming ganon.
So I do three kinds. So the three different kinds of services that I offer. The main one is training. So I do a lot of sales trainings. If you have a team, this is usually for those with teams already selling. Okay, so you sell insurance, you sell real estate, you sell cars, but you have a team. So that's one. I also do one-on-one coaching. So my clients right now, I have those who are doing multi-level marketing, those are doing real estate, those who are doing actually selling a book, may isa who sold the book, and then many others. Okay, sometimes even those that are still not convinced about what they want as a business. So as a startup, like you have so many ideas in your head, but you don't have clarity. So those are the people who come to me. And then number three, if you have a business and you want help with sales and marketing, I can come in as a consultant. So I can do coaching if you're single, like a solopreneur and very new. But if your business is kind of, 3, 5 years in the business and you need sales and marketing, I can also come in as a consultant. So those are the three. And by the way, because we were talking about the power of writing them down, I would like to challenge everybody. So take remember this day. Anong date ngayon? December 7. Okay,
7th,
December
yeah.
7. So you can go back to this episode on whatever channel platform that you're watching this from. I want you to write your goal for next year. And then next year, around this time, go back to this episode and see if you have achieved it. So this way, at least, number one, you wrote down the goal. And number two, you are accountable to all the people who will see your goals in whatever platform that you are writing it down now. So you have a community with you. You're accountable. Okay, these are my goals for next year. Write them down.
Ayan. So, ito po, lagi naming sinasabi sa mga associates namin. And actually, I'm glad to share with you, just like what we are doing with low carb, nakikita niyo mga transformation. Very soon, we'll be sharing yung mga talagang transformation din. So, financial transformation ng ating community din. People who have taken up the challenge, who have committed to really like take action consistently, paulit-ulit, same action, nagpa-mentor sa amin, and now they are reaping the benefits po of the mentorship. They are already reaching their goal. So ang ganda nitong challenge sa inyo ni Coach Val. Why don't you write your goals, especially those of you who are very entrepreneurially minded, write your goals and then look back next year, same time, December 7 next year. For sure, you will see how far you've come. I see that in our community members, Val, all of our yung mga associates natin sa business, I see that a lot. When they are very much different from who they were, right? Because of all the skill set that they started to learn, all the action taking that they've been doing, kasi wala pong mababago if you really don't take action. So, in addition sa challenge sa inyo ni Coach Val, I am challenging you now. Lahat, if you're interested, dito sa ginagawa namin na pagtulong para mag-level up yung pangkabuhayan nyo, then please follow ninyo si Coach Val, follow the negosyo tips, register. So this is the challenge for you. Register in our workshops. We promise you, if you put in the work, your life will change. Just like how we are changing so many lives in low carb fasting, we are also doing that po sa mga negosyante. Okay? Kailangan lang may commitment do, ha? Hindi pwede, okay, sa sign up ka, you don't even show up. Wala pong mangyayari sa inyo. And sometimes, Val, yung mga nagtitake ng programs natin, tapos wala namang ginawa, hindi ba effective yung program natin? I don't think so. Kasi bakit dami-dami din na na-transform, right? So ultimately, it's all going to be you taking part. Okay, so ito yung challenge sa inyo. If there's anything that you probably can put in as one of your goals is to be an action taker, right? Like rather than thinking of a resolution in a negativistic way, put it down in positive terms. I will be an action taker in 2023. Because when you say action taker, whatever it is, personal, mental health, whatever it is, financial, physical health, right? Then you will continue to commit, right? So, yun lamang po. Coach Val will be back. Don't worry. She will be back. We'll be giving workshops. Our other workshops are a bit more like technical, more business focused. So for that, please follow us, Dr. Iris Negosyo Tips, the conversion engine. So conversion engine is our software. So it is a platform po, for many of you who are wondering again, what is it? It's the only product I endorse, not nuts, not food, software. And what is the software going to do for you? It's going to change your business, get you more customers for your business, allow you to work smarter. Okay, mga negosyante dito, burnout na kayo, nakaka-stress, And if you join our programs, you actually learn how to become an entrepreneur who is not only effective in what they do, who is not only working smart, but also has harmony. So yan yung unique about our program. Ang dami dyan business gurus, Val? So many, dami-dami na eh. But I don't think that you will ever find fusion like this. Now, we're teaching you to work smart, but also have harmony in your life para hindi ka stressed. Dami mo ng pera, dami mo namang sakit. Paano lagi kang stressed? right? So thank you very much and kita po ulit tayo. We'll see you this weekend. Lahat na nag-register na po, tuloy yung program natin. Okay, bye for now everyone. Coach Val, any last words?
That's it. I look forward to all your wins.
Yes, thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.